Something else I've been doing lately.
Uh-huh.
Went to the comic book shop, as I'm known to do.
Yep, you have been known to do that.
I noticed, up on the very top shelf, tucked away, comic. I was like, I don't recognise that. All I saw was a red corner of this comic just sticking out. And I clocked it, and I thought, I'm here a lot, and I don't recognise seeing that before. So I plucked it out.
Uh-huh.
And on the back cover, it basically says, I can't remember it word for word, so I'm paraphrasing, but the first thing I read was BDSM is basically just for sexual nerds. It's kind of like roleplay.
Okay.
I thought, well, that sounds interesting. I had a flick through. It was eye-opening, Jack.
Is it just a sex comic?
It's not just a sex comic, Jack.
Is it just a sex comic?
It's not just a sex comic.
Liam, it sounds like you picked up a sex comic.
It's not just a sex comic.
How much of it? Give me a percentage. How much is sex?
Like, I don't know. Enough that I was happy.
75?
Maybe.
Okay.
The thing is, obviously, at this point, I was just flicking through. And I flicked through, and there was just images of these two women in various states of undress and also bondage gear. So I showed it to one of the owners of the comic book shop. I mean, this looks interesting. And he just went, I wasn't expecting that. Because I don't think he even knew what it was about.
Jesus.
And I went, I'll buy this, please. Now, here's the thing. I went into it thinking, this will be... some chuckles are to be had here. It actually turned out to be really good. Like, I got really into the story.
Yeah.
So it's called Sunstone, for anyone that's interested. And it's about these two women who... one wants to be a dom and one wants to be a sub. Now, I don't know how much you know about the BDSM fetishist world.
I know enough to know what that means.
Could you please explain for our more innocent listeners?
A dom is the dominant member.
What would they do?
They're the one that's... I don't know, it's easier to explain what the sub does, isn't it? And then,
yeah, go on
the
then.
dom's just doing all that shit.
Right.
Because the sub is the submissive, and they're the one that gets tied up and stuff.
Yeah.
And has all the bad things happen, like whips and shit.
Yeah.
And then the dom's the one that's doing all that stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. So the story...
What are you, Liam?
I'd probably say more sub than dom.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't really feel too comfortable with being in that position of power, because I feel like I would probably misuse it.
Fair enough. It's less what you enjoy and more that you don't trust yourself.
Yeah. How about yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I think I'd have to pick dom, but only because I'm terrified of being hurt.
Yeah, I know, but also since you couldn't even kill a insect, I literally don't know how you would whip a woman.
Oh no, it would be terrible if there was someone that actually wanted it, because they'd come out of it and be like, he actually did less than I was expecting. I think I ended up with cupcakes.
See, I feel like you would be more submissive, but I feel like you just wouldn't enjoy it.
Well, yeah, in that case, yes.
Yeah.
But then if someone was like, I want to tie you up with ropes, I'd be like, you need to leave.
Really? What if it was just tying up, but
No, fuck that.
But no pain involved?
What if it was tying me up?
What if it was tying up and teasing?
That sounds horrible.
No, so picture this, Jack, if you will.
We were both butt naked.
Let's say you are naked in this scenario.
Okay.
And let's say you have your hands up over your head but tied behind your neck, for example.
Yep.
And
I could just lift them over my neck. I'm trying it now.
Oh yeah, that would work.
I can get them over it. That's a bad one, Liam.
Not if you cross. No, even if you cross them, you
Yeah,
could.
even if you cross them.
Let's say
You've got elbows, Liam. That's why God gave you elbows.
What if the rope was attached to a ceiling?
Okay.
There you go. That's what happened.
Alright, so I'm tied up to the ceiling.
Yeah. Maybe you're blindfolded.
Yep.
And maybe you have a highly attractive woman friend.
Yep.
Who is trying to convince you, persuade you to say something, right? Like a safe word or something, yeah? But to do that...
She's trying to get me to say the safe word.
Yeah.
I'd just say it.
Alright, not a safe word.
She goes, I'm going to whip you. And I go, bananas. And she goes, that was real quick.
Okay.
And I didn't do anything.
Not a safe word, but So one of the scenarios they do in this comic is she basically says, I'm going to just treat you real nice. If you want me to become dominant and assume that role, you have to call me mistress. Okay? And then
great. No, that sounds like a great rule, because then I just would never say it.
Yeah, exactly. So then the submissive one is like, okay, well, I'm never going to say it. And the dominant one's, I think you'll find I can be very persuasive. So that's what I'm saying. So imagine that scenario, and you've got someone trying to persuade you to say that.
But what are they doing to persuade me? What does she do to persuade her to say it?
Nibbles on her thighs and stuff.
But then why doesn't she just go, I don't understand.
Right, so imagine this, Jack. Imagine you're tied up to the ceiling naked, okay?
Again?
What?
Is this after I said the safe word?
No,
Re-tied up.
now you've got to say the word mistress, okay? To be
But is this
dominated.
after, Liam, I need to understand,
Yeah.
for the sake of my imagination,
Yeah.
I've said the safe word, she let me down,
Yeah.
then she's convinced me to go back in the
Yes,
rope.
that's exactly
Okay,
what's happened.
got you.
That's exactly what happened. She went, so now, forget the safe word. We don't need it.
Done.
We don't need it. If you want me
We do. You could do anything. I'm tied to the roof.
You trust me, I'm your woman friend.
I don't trust her.
You should. She's your woman friend, Jack.
Okay, she's my woman friend, okay.
What would your safe word be?
Probably like bananas or something.
Okay. She goes, for me to be dominant...
Oh no, I do bear lock.
Okay. Whatever. For me to be dominant, you have to call me mistress, right?
I'm not going to call you mistress, Liam.
Well, this is just what will happen in this scenario.
Sorry, we're back in the fantasy, got you.
Yeah, in the fantasy.
Sorry, man.
So, I skipped a beat. Let's say you're not naked. Let's say you have trousers and a belt on. Yeah?
Okay.
Maybe some boxers, yeah? She, unbuckles the belt. You're blindfolded at this point, so it's just all sensations and noises and stuff.
Okay.
She pulls down the trousers.
Yep.
And then she, rubs her naked chest against your body. And suddenly... Oh, there's a little tingle in Jack's downstairs
let's not get
area.
too detailed. So let me...
No, wait. We're not there
okay.
yet.
Well, okay.
A little tingle in Jack's downstairs area. It's stirring. It's coming to life, if you will. And she sort of gently kisses, around, but never fully touches. And it's... Obviously, being blindfolded, you can't really see what's going on, but you have that anticipation.
Right. I mean, so this is my question
Yeah.
about the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand, because I don't want her to be dominant,
Yeah.
but I do very much want to have sex with her.
Yeah, well, that's the game.
Right, well then that sounds like she's already doing BDSM. It feels like I've been tricked into it.
That's what's happened, Jack.
Because she's done a pre-thing, and she's all like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm not going to have... That's
Yeah.
almost
So
right.
you turn around and you just can't take it anymore, and you say mistress, right?
No, I don't. I say banana.
No, you say mistress. Next thing
I
you
say
know,
I lied about forgetting the safe word.
next
bitch.
thing you know,
Get me out of
she's
these
got a
ropes.
strap on, and you're
Exactly.
experiencing
That's
all
what I'm
new
terrified
things.
of, Liam. I don't want that.
Well, I mean, that doesn't quite happen in this. In this comic, they're both up for it. They meet on a chat room. They sort of chat via webcam and stuff for 2 months, and then they agree to meet. And the sort of bulk of the story, if you will, is about their sort of developing relationship and how they feel about each other. Neither of them have particularly done this before, so it's about their kind of insecurities about taking on these roles and how that then affects them.
Right.
But there's also quite a lot of boobies and vaginas.
It sounds like it's just a sex comic.
The thing is, I read it, and then I tweeted the comic book shop and asked them if they could get in the next 3 volumes. So...
Buy them on Amazon.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
You want them to know.
Yeah. I want them to read it as well, so I've got someone to talk to about it. I made Kat read it.
Did she like it?
Not really. She thought it was just average. So... But...
Are you guys taking any of it to your bedroom?
I'm going to say no, because I feel like... Again, I'm the submissive one and she's the dominant one, and I feel like she wouldn't really know when to quit, and I'd just end up in a bad place.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But I think you should read it, Jack.
No, I'm alright.
Why not?
It doesn't sound like my cup of tea.
Well, I don't know why, because it is a very touching love story at the heart of it.
Yeah, but that's like people saying that about 50 Shades of Grey, and you're like, no, it's a sex thing. Don't lie.
But also, what's wrong with it being a sex thing, Jack?
Well, if it is a sex thing, I'm just going to read something that is more appropriate to what I'm into.
Such as?
The story of a woman who goes, oh, good morning to a guy, and he's like, oh, morning, and then they have a lovely day together, and then at the end she says, now let's make love, and then they have very gentle lovemaking.
But where's the interest in that?
Where's the interest in people wanting to be tied up? I'm not judging you, BDSMers. That's fine. You do you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's interesting because it's a bit taboo, isn't it? There's almost a little bit of you can't talk about, naughty. So it kind of busts the door open a bit, doesn't it?
No. That's what people that are into BDSM try and make people think. It's not taboo. We all accept it now. Get over it, BDSMers. If you want to whip each other, I don't give a shit.
I agree. I think as long as you're not hurting someone against their will,
yeah,
crack on.
Yep.
Have fun. And everyone has to be of age.
Obviously.
Yeah, just saying.
It's weird that you had to clarify that.
I didn't want any of our impressionable listeners to misconstrue what I was saying.
What did you think they were going to think?
I don't know.
Don't answer that question. Just move on.